Hello YouTube, it's NOSABOKID here. I just wanted to go over how it is making beats in 2025. The main route of blowing up they talk about is just type beats. They don't go about making a YouTube channel like I have here or just collabing with other producers. Sometimes you feel hopeless, sometimes you feel burnt out, sometimes you're just like, what am I doing this for? You compare yourself to others. You just cannot come up with any ideas. The block is actually crazy. So when I started making beats, it was about, I would say 2 years ago. I actually bought FL Studio in 2016, but I made one beat. Actually, I probably made like 5 beats, but I didn't know how to like operate it. When you look at FL Studio, that shit looks like a fucking alien spaceship. I was like, fuck no, baby. I did not want to deal with that right now. You look at it and then you're like, you just get overwhelmed. And then making a shitty beat on top, not shitty beat, but just you're getting into just dabbling with it, and then it doesn't sound like the people you look up to. That hurts. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Something that's harder than expected when I first started making beats was just being consistent and then not stopping when things got hard, because you're gonna have moments where you're like, bro, like I don't even know what to do, but everything is on the internet. All you have to do is take the time to look it up and just figure it out. That's all it takes. Just don't give up. It's hard every step of the way, especially when you're beginning, not to compare yourself to others. Because okay, let's be honest here. In the beginning, you're not going to be good. You're not going to be good. Maybe if you have like a little bit of like musical experience, like playing the piano, guitar, or any other instrument, maybe that'll help you. But if you have no experience like I did, nothing. I don't have any musical experience. I just wanted to dive into it because my inspiration came from just hearing Suicide Boys and Lil Peep. I grew up in that SoundCloud era, and music just made me feel some type of way. So I wanted to make my own music. I wanted to make people feel a type of way, not singing wise, but just the beat. The beat, it just gives it so much added feeling, and I love that. In the beginning, I wanted to be number one, but you always start from ground zero. I was just a nobody, but I'm slowly building myself up right now, and then that's just something you have to put as a goal. I'm so much more happy that I'm in the mindset of like building yourself. If I started at the top, it's just like, bro, what was the fun of that? When you build something, you're proud of it, and that's a good thing. The number one thing that no one talks about is creative burnout. What creative burnout is on your music journey. If you do follow that, I'm gonna keep grinding beats every single day, you're just gonna run out of ideas. You're just, imagine making 100 beats in a day. It's like, fuck, bro, that's a lot of beats. Like, that is a lot of beats. But it's like, how do you think you feel after that? That's like running 100 miles. Of course you're gonna be burnt out. You think you're gonna be able to do it the next day? Hell no. That's the same shit with music. If I can make 100 beats in a day, for the whole week I'll probably be like, bro, like, oh my god, like this isn't fun. Music is supposed to be fun, and that's what I learned. Another thing is beat block and self-doubt. You're gonna have moments where you're like, bro, I cannot make a beat. I've probably made like maybe like 200, okay, maybe over like 1,000 beats, but it's like every step of the way, no matter where you're at, 20 beats, 100 beats, 500 beats, 1,000 beats, no matter what, you're gonna feel self-doubt and creative burnout and beat block. You're just gonna be like, bro, what the fuck, like I cannot make anything. You're gonna try to self-sabotage yourself and be like, bro, like it's not meant for me. But all you have to do is just wait a couple days, and then your interest is gonna peak again, and you're gonna make something. It's just something you're gonna go through, and then you have to be strong-willed just to fight through it, just like everything else. This isn't a big one for me, but when you're starting out, you're gonna post your beats. If you do have a type beat channel, even my YouTube channel, you're gonna get, I don't know, maybe like 1 to like 50 views. And then if you're very self-conscious, you're gonna be like, bro, like what's the point? But the point is, you're getting yourself out there. You want people to see your stuff. They might not see it now, but the more shit you have out there, of course they're gonna see it. I'm at about 245 subs right now. There's some videos that get 500 views. There's some videos that get 30 views. But you know, I don't care. I'm in it for the long run. When I do get a fan base, they'll search back if they really love who I am and just check out my old videos, and then they're gonna see my improvement. And I feel like that's something that I want. And then there's the mental side of production. It will take a toll on you if you make it your only center focus. You want to make it a big focus But then just take care of your mental health. I noticed when I started going for runs and working out, my beats improved, because if I got like a creative block or beat block or self-doubt, I work out and then that just lifts from me, and then I feel better. Maybe not as soon as I come back, but the next day or that week. And then you're gonna have times where, bro, especially if you have a YouTube channel, people are gonna be like, bro, this beat is fucking ass, bro, do this, bro, do that. Let your ego go and just accept getting humbled. I've made a clothing business, I've done a bunch of shit. You're gonna get haters everywhere, but that's a good thing, because that just shows that they're jealous of what you're doing. But other than that, there's gonna be some good advice you get, people being like, oh, fix this, hey bro, fix that, if you do this, I think it'd be better. And then there's gonna be people that are just straight up like, bro, fuck, this shit's fucking butt cheeks, like, bro, stop doing this, you suck, stop, this is trash, boo, L. And then you're gonna get like 10 thumbs up on that comment that attacks you. That doesn't get to me, because I'm just like, shit, that's like 10 likes, that means 10 people watched that shit, and they're just boosting up my algorithm. You have to realize, if you're in it for the money, you're gonna get discouraged fast, because you're not gonna make money maybe the first year, the first 2 years, some people maybe even the first 5 years. You can make money though if you set a goal for what you want. Maybe you want clout, maybe you want money, but you have to have a goal. Selling drum kits, selling synths, maybe having like an idea for like an app or a website. Always set a goal, because it just makes your life easier. Because if you're like, okay, like, you know, realistically it takes like a long time to get like 70,000 subs, 100,000 subs, a placement, because you have to get better. If you set that goal, then it'll make you feel better, and then your expectations or your goals are super high, but you're like, okay, well, I'm giving myself this long to do it, so I don't feel as rushed. Some advice for if you're a new producer, even an experienced producer, just to keep on grinding and then figure out what you want out of music. YouTube channel, type beat channel, placements, TikTok, making like meme videos or serious videos, or just anything like that, any specific niche or genre of YouTube or beats. Focus on that, and then have a goal. If you're just mindlessly making beats, that's good, because you're experimenting, but in the long run you want to have a goal, because that's what drives us as humans, a goal. If I could give you 2 to 3 real tips, they would be: stay consistent. I'm not saying you have to post every day, but at least do 1 to 2 times a week of either type beats or YouTube videos, and maybe like a beat every day. That's it. Another one would be, try to find a group of other producers that are like-minded. I think my biggest upgrade is when I met my homie Scamp. I got invited to a Discord of producers, and then Scamp reached out to me to help me with my oh, deep voice. He reached out to me to help me with my mixes and my drums and 808s, because he noticed like it wasn't hitting that hard. And then after that, you know, we just became friends, and now I regularly cook up with him, and that's like the biggest blessing I could have asked for, because like it's a genuine connection with another producer. You know, in my opinion, it's hard to find a genuine connection with another producer. It's just, in my 2 years of doing it, I didn't find no one, but second year found him. He just keeps me motivated, because like he cooks a beat and I'm like, bro, I gotta cook up something fire too. And then it just goes back and forth. It's just something motivating. Another thing is just stay in one lane for a bit. Let's say you want to focus on melodies, just focus on melodies. If you want to start focusing on your drums, focus on drums, and then you can combine them together later and then just make it better. You just want to take it one step at a time. If you're starting out, make the beat. Don't even mix anything, just make the beat. You got it down, and then you're gonna be like, bro, my melody's cheeks. Look up tutorials on how to do your melody better. Boom, melodies are better. Then you're like, oh, now my drums are lacking. Work on the drums, and then you're like, okay, they're good, but they could be better. Then you look at mixing videos, and then you're like, shit, damn, this is good. But then you join a producer community, and then you get feedback from other producers, and they hear shit that you can't, and then they point it out to you, and now you could hear it. It's like, bro, that's a blessing, dude. That made me top tier better, because you get people that support you and they want you to succeed, and then I want them to succeed. You're there for each other. Loops, feedback, mixing, future collabs maybe. It's like perfect. The wombo combo forever. If you have a really big production struggle, please comment that below, because you know I want to hear what you guys are talking about, what you guys are struggling with, because I'm pretty sure I struggled with it, and then I could maybe expand on it and my perspective on it. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Stay motivated and keep on grinding.